friends, welcome to IT Core. There are 4 types of cursor available in SQL Server. One is static and dynamic, third one is fast forward, and last one is key set. In this session we are going to see about static type cursor. In the static cursor, the complete result set of a static cursor is built in tempdb when the cursor is open. A static cursor always displays the result set as it was when the cursor was open. And we have to note that the cursor does not reflect any changes made in the database that affect either the membership of the result set or changes to the values in the columns of the rows that make up the result set. So, from this, the cursor always displays the result set as it was when the cursor was open. So in case of any changes made in the database, it will not reflect. And a static cursor does not display new rows inserted in the database after the cursor was open, even if they match the search conditions if the cursor select statement. If rows making up the result set are updated by other users, the new data values are not displayed in the static cursor. The static cursor displays rows deleted from the database after the cursor was opened. No update or insert or delete operations are reflected in a static cursor unless the cursor is closed and reopened. If you want to update that cursor, we can close and reopen, then it will change the reflection. Not even modifications made using the same connection that open the cursor. So finally, the SQL Server static cursors are always read only because the result set of the static cursor is stored in a work table in tempdb. The size of the rows in the result set cannot exceed the maximum row size for a SQL Server table. So from these definitions, we can say that 2 points. One is the result set does not affect any changes made on the database while in the cursor execution. Another one is the result set stored in tempdb. So this is a read-only static cursor. Let us check with the simplest example for this. The student table. We consider the student table for this static cursor. Going to create that cursor student cursor static. It's a syntax for select student ID and student name from student. We cannot use the update of commands here because this is static. We cannot use update. So it's a syntax: declare cursor name, the cursor static for this select statement. Before that, we have to declare the 2 variables for fetched columns with the same data type. So just open that cursor and fetch next from cursor student, assigning the values to the local variables. With the fetch status, going to just print the student name. In this loop, move the cursor position, and after the data process completion, close that cursor and deallocate. So this is a simple syntax for the cursor with type of static. So it will just print the student name. Before that, after cursor open, here using wait for delay command for 3 seconds. In another session, I'm going to update the student name. Update student name. Where student ID is 3. See, that student, his name is David. In another session, I'm going to update with Peter. See, in the concept of this static as a declare process based on the fetch statements completion. After the declaration, open the cursor in this event. From this event, the data's result set fetched from the student table and moved it to the tempdb, built in the tempdb. So again, I am using the wait for delay with the 3 seconds. Within this time, I am going to update the name Peter. So after this process, this cursor does not print the Peter. What are the updations made on the database based on the cursor result set? Because this static cursor stores the result set when it was opened. So static cursors always displays the result set when it was opened. See, always print the student name, David. Simultaneously, I was going to run with the another session. See, and here the row was updated. Here always just to print the David based on the tempdb result set. So the static cursor always displays the result set as it when it was opened. So fully function with that same result set which was stored in the tempdb result set. This will not reflect any data changes for the table. It will not reflect. It's the main thing. This will not allow accept any data changes, modifications, or new records or deleted records. It will not reflect any other changes from the database table. So this is a static cursor. Using these cursors, we cannot update any of the columns from this cursor result set or any other tables because it is read only, worked from tempdb. It will fetch the data from the tempdb result set. So this is a static type cursor. In our next sessions, we consider the next type of cursor. Hope this session will be very useful to you. If you like this session, please like and subscribe. Thank you, friends.